We're here with head coach and general manager Derek Lalonde. Derek, you guys have been impressive to end December here at home, averaging over 6 goals a game. You guys got Chicago coming in, a team that's in desperate need of a win, in kind of flux right now with Joel Benson being deleted from their roster. Talk a little bit of how dangerous this game is for the Green Bay Gamblers coming into tonight's matchup.
Well, we had our slow start, and we started turning things around. The Chicago games were very important. We knew Chicago was going to be a top team in the East, and we were going to be battling them for playoff positioning. And the fact that we went 4 straight against them victorious through this 20-game stretch has been really key to us. We've kind of separated ourselves and got ourselves ahead of them a little bit. And we have only 3 more times left in the season. So we gave them twice this weekend. And not only is it important to play well against them and get points against them, especially taking care of home ice against them. So here we are again, home ice against them on Friday night, and we have to take care of business, hopefully get the 2 points.
You guys have won 15 of your last 18 games since starting 2-7-2. What's been the big difference for this team?
Well, I think everything's kind of come together. First of all, you turn right to goaltending. Mike Rotolo has been very sharp in that. We got a great performance from Cam Hackett, and we're going to see Tony Kajava in net against Chicago, which is exciting for him and us. And then our special teams has really come around. Both our penalty kill and power play went from the bottom of the league when we had our slow start over our first 10 to the top of the league over these last 20 games. And then I think our young D-core coming around has been the difference. We went through the Kyle Chatham injury, Ben Gallagher suspension. Those are 2 older D we expected to take a lot of minutes for us early on. We forced a lot of our young D into a lot of tough situations early on, but they've responded very well, and they're in a really good spot now. So I think those combined with our go-to guys up front, the Kyle Novak's Detroit line, finding the back of the net, getting scoring balance throughout the lineup, it's been a really, really good stretch, and it's going to be a challenge for us to keep it rolling now.
And one line that's really put it together, the Detroit line, Shilke, Dries, and Kyle, 65 points right now. A lot of those points came in the last 18 games. Talk a little bit about their development, because it was a tough transition. You saw it earlier in the season become that top line, but now they're really starting to put it together.
Well, they reflected our team a little bit. They had a tough time getting going a little bit. One, we had some injuries throughout the lineup. We had some suspensions, Shelton Dries being one of them, where he suspended 3 of those first 10 games. And then those 3 left and played for the World Junior A Challenge U.S. team. So it took them a while to get together and get some chemistry and actually play some games in a row. And once they start to do things right. You know, they're being more responsible in their zone, they're being more responsible throughout the entire ice. And as you see with good players a lot, if you're detailed in your game, stops and starts, not making loops, stick detail, you're doing things right, it will lead to doing things good for you offensively, and that's what those 3 have done.
How important is to have Ben Gallagher back in the lineup on the power play, special teams, etc.?
Well, Ben just brings us experience. The one thing he really brings to us is the ability to get the puck moving north. Anytime you can transition the puck, get the puck out of your zone, get it up in offensive positions on the line rush forward, get a chance to cycle the puck offensively, it's valuable, and that's what he's brought us. The ability to get the puck out of our zone, the ability to transition the puck, and he brings a calming to us where a lot of times when the puck is on a stick, it's coming out of the zone and north. And obviously that experience he's brought in our power play has calmed that power play down. It's given us more depth throughout both our power plays, and that's been extremely successful.
New Year's Eve, we had our biggest crowd of the season, over 4,500 fans here at the Resch Center. Is that how you guys drew it up, back and forth, and then win it in overtime?
11 goals, back and forth seesaw battle. I will say this, we've won 9 straight at home. And part of this big turnaround is taking care of home ice. Anytime you're going to have a successful season, you have to win at home, and we've done that. And that was a particular game where I don't think we would have made that comeback if it wasn't for the crowd. They really lifted us. They brought us to another level, especially when we were down. We were down 2 goals early, 2 goals in the middle of the game, down going into the 3rd period. They really propelled us to that victory, got us motivated, and that was a huge win for us.
You made a decision in that game to take Mike Rotolo out for a young Cam Hackett. How tough a decision is that for a coach in the game, and what does it do for your team?
Well, there's a hard decision. There's more to it. We're only allowed to play Cam 6 games as an affiliate player. And obviously playing him was take away one of those games. We probably would have got 2 more games for him later in the year. But I just think it was a situation, and Mike was not awful in that game. We did not play very well early on. As you'll see a lot of times when you play a team back-to-back, they have a great pushback, and they were much better in the first. They earned that 3-1 lead. And I think it was just we started to take some momentum back, and then Mike gave up a soft goal. We thought it was that time. We trusted Mike. We felt Mike could have won that game for us. But at the same time, we just felt we needed to change the momentum of that game. And we put Cam in. Sure enough, the whole game changed. We scored the very next shift. And we found a way to take the momentum the rest of the game, find a way to win.
Now, it could have been easy for Mike to sulk on the bench after being pulled, but he was the first one that I saw go up and congratulate. I think it was Novak or the next player that scored to get that goal back. How important is that to have that maturity level to be on the bench and yet cheer on your team?
Well, Mike's a great teammate first, and that's why he's had success here in our organization. And that's the nature of the position. I think he knows this nature of the position. You're going to have nights like that, and he shook that right off. We expect him to be very good the next time out. And after the game, we talked to the team, hey, this is one night as a team. We picked up Mike. He certainly has picked us up in the past, and he'll pick us up in the future. So I think that's a credit to Mike and why he's successful here.
All right, thanks, Coach.